Joining me now to discuss the conflict in Israel and Gaza is a TV host and satirist, Bاسم Yusuf. Bاسm, it's great to have you back on the programme. I wish it was under different circumstances. First of all, what is your reaction to what happened on October the 7th?
Oh, it was terrible, of course. I mean, we kind of get our news kind of also secondhand because, you know, my wife's family, they have cousins and uncles there. And their house also was bombed. Haven't been able to communicate with them for the past 3 days. Communication are lost. So we don't know actually what is the doing, but you know, we're used to that. I mean, it's just like it's very repetitive. We're used to that. We're used to them being bombed every time and moving forward. Listen, I'm really at a disadvantage here. I'm looking at a camera. I don't see you. I can hear you on my ear.
The reason I'm interrupting,
so
I think you're conflating different interviews with Ben Shapiro. He didn't use the phrase "sons of bitches" with me. Let me play to you what he actually.
He did. Go back to your interview.
No, he didn't. That was another interview. But let me play what he said to me here.
Well, frankly, I don't believe in terrorism is with wildly disproportionate response. That doesn't mean in terms of targeting civilians. It means in terms of killing as many terrorists as humanly possible and allowing them to dictate behind civilians in areas that they're supposedly responsible for means that the only option for Israel is to surrender to Hamas's hatred of its own citizens, its willingness to use its own children as human shields. No would ever do that.
Now, that is substantively different to what you said he said, right? He's talking there
but
specifically about Hamas terror.
I agree with him. The thing is, the question is, what is a proportionate response? Because it has been different from one year to another. So if you use the death of Israeli and Palestinians, and it's changing from 1 year to year, it's like fluctuating like crypto. So my question is today, what is the going rate? In 2014 was a great year for Ben Shapiro. 88 Israelis were died, and there was 2,329 Palestinians killed on the other side. That is one Israeli for 27 Palestinians. That is a very good exchange rate. What I'm saying is exchange rate for today, you guys will be happy. That's my question.
Well, it's not me, guys. I'm not on either side.
No, not you. The side of that. I know that you don't think like that, Piers. You're one of the good guys. But let me tell you something. I mean, the reason that I can't remember what happened in 2014. And there was no music festival, but there must be something. I mean, they must do something. It is their fault. 300 Palestinians died. Who's counting, you know? So the thing is, what my question is, let's rate for human life today so we know, expect the future death of Palestinians and we'll be happy to it.
My response to that would be this,
Like those Palestinians, they're very dramatic. Israel killing us. But they never die. I mean, they always come back. You know, they're very difficult. I know because I'm married to one. I tried many times, couldn't kill her.
There's a dark humor there, and I understand why. Because
no, it's not dark humor. I try to get to her every time, but she uses our kids as. I was watching your interview with Ben Shapiro, and I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I think that Ben Shapiro is one of the smartest people who ever. I follow him, and I believe everything he said. And when he came on your show, his solution was, and I quote, his solution was that and to kill as many son of bitches as possible to make sure that this will never, and anyone who called for a ceasefire will be a terrorist sympathizer. So God forbid, I don't want to be labeled as a terrorist sympathizer with Ben Shapiro. I think we should kill as many son of bitches as possible.
Well, let me
see. So far, 3,500 people were killed. Including 5,000 son of bitches in the bombing of the hospital as we speak right now. 1/3 of those 3,500 were children. So my question to Ben Shapiro is, how much do we need to kill so Ben Shapiro is happy?
Okay,
because it changes from
Bاسm,
1 year.
It changes from one.